Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies for the Nintendo 3DS. Last time, on the very first episode, we were introduced to a new character who now works at the Write Anything agency, and that is Athena Sykes. And she introduced her new power known as the Mood Matrix, which basically it finds like during certain scenes in people's memories to find out a certain emotion that just don't fit, kind of like that song, one of these things is not like the other, that kind of thing, probably. I don't know. Anyways, let's go to our next episode, the Monstrous Turnabout. Basically, we are going back to the beginning again. Like, this is a flashback case, memory, where basically how Athena got her start within Fay & Co. law offices. Sorry, Write Anything agency. Sorry. Sorry about that. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started with, I think that there should be a cutscene throughout every beginning case. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. If there's a cutscene that comes first. So, anyways, here we go. Yes, start from the beginning of this episode. Here we go. Episode 2, The Monstrous Turnabout.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams. At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Alright, so, a few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Alright, so we are back at the Write Anything agency, and everything still looks the same as in the previous game. By that I mean Apollo Justice Ace Attorney or Gyakuten Saiban 4. It must smell in that room because of those noodles there. Because they have been there since, like, for the past 6 months? Because, yeah, keep in mind, Dual Destinies takes place 6 months after the events of the fourth game. And as you can see right in front, I don't have the cursor on, but you do see the hat that Phoenix wore when he was when he lost his attorney's badge during the events of the fourth game. Alright, so let's continue on here. I guess I'm a little early. Oh, hey Apollo! Oh my goodness, the volume is loud. Well, on my part. Oh, hey Apollo! Again in early start today? Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? Well, it's not every day that I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details. Work? Isn't that how he put it? Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. Alright, so then a year has passed. So I guess it's my mistake then. So a year has passed since the events of Apollo Justice 8's attorney. A lot has happened since then, but I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year now, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Right Anything agency, and it's where I work. So yeah, keep in mind, for Apollo's voice, I'm using the young Phoenix voice. The one I used back in Trials and Tribulation. And for Phoenix, you know, I just go, you know, the usual normal tone of my voice. But for Apollo, I'll use the young Phoenix Wright voice. Alright. Don't let the name fool you. It's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten. This is Juicy Wright, a budding magician, and adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help her with her magic tricks. And what's wrong with that? You're the one. You're one of the agency's talents as well. I was under the impression I was I was a lawyer. Oh, I better hurry. That doesn't look. Daddy's going to make it. So let's get going. I think the word "like" wasn't added because it's supposed to say it doesn't look like Daddy's going to make it. So let's get going. Huh? Where are we going? What about the job he mentioned? This is a job, Polly. You're supposed to be you're supposed to keep me company today. Now come on. Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. Well, this is the Right Anything agency, you know, and there's no law-related work at the moment. So, tell me again why I chose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright anyway? Daddy says something about going to meet an acquaintance. But don't worry, just focus on your job, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Wait a second. And another day of anything goes begins at the Right Anything agency. Alright, so we are now in a new area. Welcome to the Nine-Tails Vale, Yokai Lane. Thought I heard some noises. Anyways. Wow, that's a lot of yokai. Could this have been the inspiration for Yokai Watch? I don't think Capcom was involved with the creation of Yokai Watch, if I remember correctly. Anyway. Phew. So, what are we doing up here in the mountains? This is Nine-Tails Vale. Oh, I think it was supposed to rhyme. Everyone's been talking about the yokai crates here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters. Guess that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Ninetales Vale founded by Japanese immigrants? Let me refresh everyone's memory. Keep in mind, in actuality, the entire Ace Attorney series takes place in Japan. Now, when they brought this here to the States, Japan basically, well, Tokyo, in this case, was changed to Los Angeles, California. Keep in mind, places like these don't exist, well, that I know of, in Los Angeles. I mean, there could be a Chinatown, there could be a Japantown, or Little Italy, that kind of thing. But things like this aren't there. So keep in mind, we are in Japan. Fans of the series who did a lot of research on this aren't fooled. So keep that in mind. So this place, so the entire setting of the Ace Attorney series takes place in Japan. So keep that in mind. Anyways, yeah, they're holding a festival to boast tourism over at the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here. In other words, I'm a chaperone because your dad was too busy. Daddy said that those horns of yours, you'd make a great addition to their festival. I mean, you look like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? I could do without thoughtfulness like that. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way. All right. I guess it's time to move to the QB Manor Garden. All right. Let's move. So our current location is Yokai Lane. So let's head towards the QB Manor Garden. And notice there's no longer a static screen anymore, which is, I wouldn't say a bummer, but it's a shame it's not there anymore, because going into a new area, where you see a static screen, excuse me, it usually was a staple for the series, but now it's just like a photograph now. All right, so QB Manor Garden. Here we go. Oh, it looks very nice. Yeah, keep in mind, I'm going at this blind. I have never beaten this game before at all. So, I'm surprised I skipped over this in favor of Spirit of Justice. And that one I beat the whole game. This one, on the other hand, I have not. So, I'm going to be surprised by a lot of things. So, yeah. Alright, QB Manor Garden. Wow, this place is really something. It definitely feels like a different world here. Trucy. Oh, Jinxie. And this is my friend Jinxie Tenma. She's the one who invited us. She just happens to be a maid here. Two horns, a love of red. Are you a demon? No, I'm Apollo Justice. He is a demon. What the? Did she just slap a seal on me? What the? Be gone, foul beast. You look great, Polly. Fills in some of that space on your forehead. Oh yeah, keep in mind, Apollo does have a big forehead. So do you, Trucy. So do you, and that hat ain't gonna hide it. Why? Well, more on that. Recall last game. Apollo and Trucy are actually siblings, but they don't know it just yet. They don't know it. Only Phoenix and their mom know the truth, but Apollo and Trucy, they have no idea that they're siblings. Keep that in mind. So, but yeah, like I said, Trucy, that hat ain't gonna cover your forehead, and neither does hers. Jinxie, I mean, she has a big forehead too. Anyways, what is this thing? It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them on all the monsters she finds. But I'm not a monster. Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon. Or you could just say I'm human. The red demon, emissary of the underworld. I got up early to do my hair for this. Can I take this off now? So, you can eat me? I'm not going to eat you. Forgive me, oh, the terrible one. Tone down your cords of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her out of her wits. Don't worry, I'm already full. Please, stay that way. Great. Now I'm playing along too. Oh, I gotta keep in mind that blue text means inner monologue. Alright, so this is Jinxie Tenma. She's a maid here at the QB Manor. Alright, so let's speak to her about this entire veil. The Nine Tails veil, that is. Oh, sorry, I gotta be careful. So I wanted to ask you about Nine Tails veil. Be gone, foul demon! Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally. I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. Please don't eat me. I have food if you're hungry. This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight. If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look. Ouch. Unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. Proof that I'm 100% human. Let's present that proof, but we gotta go back. Present the badge. I wanted to show you this. What is it? It's my attorney's badge. You see, I'm not a demon. I'm a lawyer. Really? You're a lawyer? Phew. Maybe now she'll stop calling me a demon. Does it? Does it protect you from Enmadayo's judgment? Who's Enmadayo? I read somewhere that he's a demon lord who punishes the dead for their sins. Uh-oh, I think now she thinks you're a demon lawyer from Hiffle, Polly. Can I go back to just being a normal demon? Please, please don't boil me in a scalding cauldron. I prefer a Turkish bath if possible. What is a Turkish bath? A Turkish bath? Isn't that more sauna than bath? Oh, I know what it means now. Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir, have mercy on my soul. I told you I'm not a demon, and Trucy. You just leave that Enmadayo to me. Isn't that great, Jinxie? Uh-huh. I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. Will someone tell me, tell these two I'm human already? Oh, I guess it got unchecked, so maybe we'll learn more this time. And we'll know more about the veil. So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epic center of the monster craze. I think I mispronounced that word. Epicenter. I think I said that right. Uh-huh. Barely anyone had even heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you. There are lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetales Vale. Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something? Uh-huh. And they're hungry too. Man-eating monsters? And they're all over the place? Uh-huh. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring when I opened the door. Nobody was there. It was the Ding Dong Demon. Who else? How else could you explain it? Well, when I was a kid, my friends I used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Taro. He's imprisoned in the forbidden chamber. Tenma Taro? The forbidden chamber? I would like to know more about this Tenma Taro. About that yokai you said was in prison here at the manor. Is it true? Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenma Taro. Here, take a look at this scroll. Tenma Taro's the dark demon you see here. The one on the left, not the one on the right. Just so we're clear. He's super evil and super scary. So that's the yokai imprisoned in the forbidden chamber? Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the nine-tailed fox. And no, it's not Kurama from the Naruto series. Don't get the wrong idea. And locked away forever. So you're saying Tenma Taro is still trapped inside the forbidden chamber? Uh-huh. But he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe. Because there's a real powerful sealing charm on the door, keeping it shut tight. What a charming security system. You can keep the scroll if you want. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills. So, Thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Wright. Alright, so we get our first piece of evidence. The Yokai Legend Scroll. A scroll depicting the demon Tenma Taro and the nine-tailed fox, or Kyubi. Alright. So, I was wondering, are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie? Yes. Are there to prevent evil things from getting inside me? Papa told me to wear them. Evil things? Apollo, don't you dare to take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there forever. Got it? I wonder what would happen if I did take them off. It's time for me to get back to work. Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun. Better not be a yokai parade. She'd probably drop dead from fright. Eek! Demon! Oh, wait, it's just someone in a suit, right? Tenmataro! Tenmataro? The demon from the Forbidden Chamber? Eek! Please don't hurt me! Be gone! Be gone! Be gone! Sssss. Better watch out, little girl, or I'll snatch you away. Charm! 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 Where's that dying go to heaven charm? Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tataro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro. Now what? Look, Apollo, there's somebody up on the roof. Ah, that booming laugh. Could it be? My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the wrestler of righteousness. Huh! The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is here. You remind me of King, except that was a jaguar, not a fox. But no. Who's the name I'm looking for? No, yeah. He's a wrestler who was in the game Garo, Mark of the Wolves, Tizok. But I think in Japan he went by like another name, but I forgot. All right. Anyways, fear not, good little boys and girls. I shall defeat Tenmataro. Ah! Hooray! Hooray! It's the amazing Ninetales! Up to your no good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch. There's nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace. Thank you, Mr. Amazing Ninetales, sir. Now, I must be off. Another match and another foe to vanquish awaits. And I've got a match tomorrow for WrestleMania. So don't forget to watch online. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. And Juicy in shock. What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's Manor. That was the amazing Ninetales. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Ninetales Vale. But no one knows his true identity. Jinxie sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was that? I mean, what was all that about him banishing Ten Mataro? That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual where Ten Mataro is released to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the nine-tailed fox drives Ten Mataro out and purifies our village. But the amazing Ninetales did the honors this year. So that was the big surprise, huh? The amazing Ninetales and Ten Mataro, huh? Well, whatever floats our boat. Oh, would you look at the time? I better get back to work. Please excuse me. She's a strange one, all right. I think she's sweet in her own special way. Knowing Trucy, she's probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of the Ninetales Vale while we're here. Fun never stops, doesn't it? Yeah, we hear the crowd. Still at the QB Manor, well, the garden side, anyways. I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything's okay. It's terrible. The calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon Mataro. He killed Alderman QB. What? Wait, killed as in... sorry. Wait, killed as in dead? Yes, and Ten Mataro did it. Ten Mataro? You stay here while I go have a look. Please wait. Huh? It's a Ten Mataro warding charm. It should protect you, but please be careful. The alderman's in the box chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. Alright, we get our next piece of evidence. The Ten Mataro warding charm that Jinxie gave me when I set out for the scene of the crime. Oh, wow. Alright, so now we are going inside the QB Manor box chamber.
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Help! Someone call an ambulance!
Yeah, I have to apologize because I forgot to switch this to you know, to where I can see a full screen and all. So my fault there. I'll see if I can. Nah, I don't think I can. Anyways, for the next cutscene, I guess I'll do my best, because keep in mind I am playing this blind, so I don't know when a cutscene will when an anime cutscene will play. So I guess I don't have a choice but to leave it as is. So yeah, keep in mind I am playing this blind, so I won't know at all when those cutscenes will appear. And also I did notice that I forgot to do full screen even at the beginning of the episode. So again, I apologize. And like I said, I'm playing this blind, so I don't know what to expect. Like I said, I've only played the first case only, so I know when those cutscenes actually happen. But second one and beyond, I won't have any idea. So you're basically gonna be stuck with this screen only. So I'm not gonna. So I guess I'm not gonna bother changing this to full screen every time an anime cutscene comes up. So yeah, bear with me on this. All right. Anyways, oh excuse me there. The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the man impaled by the spear was already dead, but there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. Alright, so we're now outside the manor in the garden. Again. Thank goodness the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's going to be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks. Oh, look here. Here comes Jinxie. Hi, Chusy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. Well, we need the info. We need that info, so. About what happened. So the man with the spear in his chest was already dead? Uh-huh. It's Alderman Cubey. When I found him, he was already... So the victim... oh, sorry. Blue dialogue. So the victim was the village alderman. And the one who was found alive? Who was he? Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. So he's the killer? Papa didn't kill anyone. Papa, as in your father? That's right. Jinxie's dad is mayor of Tenma Town. No way! Yes, wait, but he's innocent. This just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Ninetail's Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know. I mean, I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. Oh, excuse me. I know. I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? All right, the alderman, or the alderman. So the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him? His name was Rex Cubey. They say his family has ties to the legendary nine-tailed fox. He was really kind, and he always looked down for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the amazing Ninetales. A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you are originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why do you come work here? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus, Mama was from Ninetales Vale, though she's no longer with us. She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where Ninetales flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower! And with exactly 9 petals, too. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai. Alright, our next piece of evidence, the Ninetales flower. A flower found only in Ninetales Vale. It boosts Jinxie's courage because it was her mother's favorite. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon. Uh-huh. The warding charm on the forbidden chamber's door. It's been removed. The forbidden chamber's door? That big door that was barred shut. There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone. You, the player, know who it already is. The cutscene just basically gave it away. That's how Tataru escaped. Oh. But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today. Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see how superstitious person might think a demon was the killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? You want to know what the detective said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict in this one. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case. Not on my watch. Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly. What? You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? Oh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. How old is she anyway? Profiles, go. Ooh, that can't be good. She's still a child. She might end up going into an orphanage? Or something like that? Anyways. Oh, right. Jinxie already lost her mother. Alright. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me. Attaboy, Polly. Going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep, because that's what lawyers do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you, you're one of the good ones. The demons are usually so mean. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go meet my new client. But before I forget, better jot this down in my notebook. Hey, Apollo? What's that notebook for? Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. Alright, so we're introduced to a new feature, Notes. And this is the first time I'm aware of this, unless it came back in the in Spirit of Justice. I have no idea. Alright, so I don't misplace them. I'm putting my notes in the courtroom. Court record, sorry. I guess it's what you would call a to-do list. Oh, sounds handy. To read my notes, I just open the court record. Then I can switch between tabs using L and R. So yeah, here's the notes. So we can switch to the notes, because in previous games it's just evidence and profiles. Now there's a new feature, Notes. Basically, it's a new way of knowing what to do should you get lost. And there's a case briefing here. I push X. Alright, so yeah, the case briefing basically informs you of the events that just took place right now. So let's switch here. Thankfully I can still use F9, and wow, does this guy have a lot of charms on his head. No joke, like he wears them like a bandana. Anyways, murder of Alderman Cuby. The defendant, Damien Tenma, age 45. Victim, Rex Cuby, age 46. Notes: the victim suffered a fatal abdominal spear thrust, which we saw in the opening. Black feathers and tracks were found at the scene. Basically, if you saw when you saw that scene, the stabbing went first. There were no feathers that. Oh, never mind. But anyways, let's switch back. Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. Wait, what? His anger glare, his angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claim he can even shoot lasers. I think it's supposed to say laser beams from his eyes. I guess they didn't take up the S in lasers. It's just laser beams, not lasers beam, unless that's the way she talks. From his eyes. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare, laser beams from his eyes. He sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Okay, thanks. Alright, so we're done here. Let's go to the detention center. Oh boy. Or maybe, yeah, let's head towards the detention center. Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Notice that there's microphones, one on each side, and you know there's a buttons like a two-way radio, kind of like walkie-talkies. Because in previous games you had these holes there, you know, so that way you'd be able to speak with one another. But nowadays, the glass is now full, and now we have these intercoms there, so that way they can like, so a client or a visitor can, speak. So that's the first time I'm seeing it. Visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Nope. He ain't scary. Who are you? Yikes! So, you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Let me out of here. Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes. How incredibly rude. Sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rude. Yeah, I apologize if I spoke too loud. Thankfully, the mic isn't too close to my mouth or anything, because otherwise you would have heard some noises. Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Unworthy as I am Damien Tenma. Damien Tenma shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe some cookies too. I hope they're chocolate. No, wait. We can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. So tea and cookies can wait. Can they? Phew, that was close. We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. No kidding. Oh, wow. Alright, so this is Damien Tenma, the mayor of his town, who's accused of murder. Come on, if y'all, I mean, this is basically what this whole series is about. Someone gets framed for a murder they didn't do, and it's up to the defense to prove innocence. That kind of thing. But what was the name of the? Okay, Tenma Town. Sorry about that. So yeah. Okay, there we go. So this is Damien Tenma, the mayor of Tenma Town, who's accused of murder. Alright, so let's have a speak to him. What is the reason for arrest? Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why were you arrested? Grr. Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Bah! Excuse me? To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. Go on? This is getting interesting. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now, but I have one. Let me reread this again. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. No, wait. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Phew, our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on that spear that killed Alderman QB. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Yeah, it never really is. Just because there are prints there on a weapon, not keep in mind, remember these words. Not everything is as it seems. Just because the proof is there doesn't mean doesn't mean you'll get your answer right away. Look at the evidence really, really hard. I mean, like, evidence can be like a puzzle, and it's your job to put the pieces together. So, like I said, keep in mind, it's just because you see someone's fingerprints on it doesn't mean that they're the actual criminal. Not everything is as it seems. So, if you ever have any evidence, if you're ever looking at evidence, think of them as puzzle pieces. Now, I'm no like actual like a cop or a detective. I'm just going by like giving my opinion, you know. So treat evidence like if it were a puzzle piece. There's more to it than that. Think of evidence as puzzle pieces and try to put them together and see how they work. Don't just go thinking, oh, there's fingerprints on them and they belong to him, so he must be the culprit. No. Figure it out. Figure out how the pieces work, how they go together. Don't just jump to conclusions there, because trust me, you'll look like a fool. Believe me, you'll look like a fool. Your prints were on the murder weapon. That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None, for I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Oh. Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Alright. Motive. What do the police have on you as far as motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late. Oh? Was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now. That's more of a threat. If you're trying to merge legitimately, don't demand things. That's the craziest thing you can do. If you want to merge a town with another, make a deal. Don't just demand. What a dummy. Anyways, yikes. That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police established for the alderman's murder? Indeed it is. After all, Alderman QB was dead set against a municipal merger. And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way.
Our car says...
Mayor Tenma, are you okay?
Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this.
It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it were really that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please, wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yes? She... she already lost her mother. And now, with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need. Leave it to me. Chusi and I will look out for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie was talking about. Yeah, those friends be us. New friends? Yes, it seems she made some new friends since she started working in Ninetales Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters. Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. Or maybe, she befriends yokai? I don't know. Phew, why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taking on a new case. Oh, that? It's kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask you. Sure. What is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name is Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. I guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit, sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. A new addition to the agency. Well, I better get back to Ninetales Vale quick. Alright, let's head towards back to the Vale. Wait, the Vale or the garden? Yeah, let's go to Yokai Lane. I already told you. I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene. If you would please tell me where QB Manor is. You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky. You stupid pig-headed. This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it, enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Get your hands off me! That must have hurt. Oh, wow. I think you can watch out for the bystanders next time. Whoops! Are you okay? I think so, but that police officer's out cold. I'm so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Reflex sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it. That would be me, and you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency. The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right. That right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing. So yeah, this case, in actuality, is the true introduction of Athena Sykes. But yeah, even though she was already introduced in the first episode, well, this is her reintroduction. Well, here I am. How about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away. Alright, so let's talk. Oh wow, we have so much to investigate, but right now we must make our introductions. Alright, Athena Sykes. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. She's 19, if I remember correctly. Let me take a look at the profile. Oh, it doesn't show just yet, so... But yeah, she is 19. Oh, yeah, I already read that part. I'm only 18. Okay, so 6 months later, during the events of the first case, she's 19. All right. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something. I also studied an analytical psychology, though it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work? Yeah. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I always I wanted to bring an analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. And if you were a kid in the 90s, there was a TV show, a cartoon show called Widget. Not the Widget you're thinking of. Widget? This device around my neck. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks? Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that I seriously doubt. Alright, so, the client. So tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh, right. You haven't met him yet. Well... Wow, she is so emotional. And that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying. There was something in my eye. Excuses. They're called tears. Moving right along. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is our priority number 1. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case? That was quick. And that's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be there, well, to be the first to get the scoop. Rápido? Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Apollo, do you have a problem with the Spanish language? Don't be like that. Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy? An airborne figure resembling Tenmataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetail's Vale. Tenmataro was seen. What? He was seen flying through the sky? Yeah. So somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetail's Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai as in one of those Japanese monsters? My god. Is that supposed to be German? You don't think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? So you want old English, huh? Okay. Does thou have a problem with that? All right. So we get our next piece of evidence: the special edition paper, a newspaper with a photo of Tenmataro soaring through the air. I already read it, so there's no point in showing all those details. Ándale, Apollo. Let's get cracking on that crime scene already. Alright. So yeah, we now... was there anything I missed? Okay, so this is where, just as an in case, if we're having trouble, not only can we take a look at our notes, but we can also ask for help. Okay, so let's go back to the QB Manor garden and head straight towards the foyer, because we need some clues. Ooh, a camera. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look. There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared after sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. Or we've been looking at him this whole time. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! Eh? Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them, them there horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair! Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... You're them lawyers come to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya? Should reckon with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. Name's Phineas Belch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here. Well, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, demon lawyer, I bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn demon, you. Youch! These horns, eh? I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't? Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business, so... That was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I'd best get back to work. Halt! Stop right there! Huh? Me? Apollo, your bracelet's gone. Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. You do have that bracelet. You're wearing it on your left hand. Well, your left wrist. Somehow I don't think that'll be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Ah! The cat's out of the bag. It was barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you. He does not mean it. Even I can see that look on his face. Jeez, I almost feel sorry for him. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the word of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Ho-ho. Hey, I think you just finished apologizing for stealing from us. Run away, head for the hills. Get back here, you. Talk about a quick escape. Sorry. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of the diagrams. This one's of the crime scene and the other one's for the foyer. He left his shoes behind. Well, we are in Japan, so you're supposed to leave your shoes there if you're gonna walk around the carpet. So the guys living the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. Alright, so we get our next pieces of evidence, the diagrams of the crime scene and the foyer. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Alright, we got our diagrams here. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Ooh, hold on, let me adjust my mic a bit. There we go. Alright, so now we are in the Fox chamber. The scene of the crime. Here we go. Whoa! Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey! Who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene! Oh, it's a guy. And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first. Who are you? And what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Under arrest? But save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly, or else I want to be late for lunch. But please wait. We're Tenma's lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you two in. You two were suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic a detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust. I think I can talk, like for Fulbright's voice, I'll try to make him sound like the Great Saiyaman. The English version. As best as I can, because it sounds like he would talk like that. Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? Alright, so yeah, this is a Detective Bobby Fulbright. This is the first time we're introduced to him, so we don't know about him, like, just yet. Let's see. Bobby Fulbright, the detective investigating the murder in Ninetales Vale. He's a self-styled champion of justice and keeper of the peace. Phineas Flinch, the caretaker of QB Manor, and of course we have Athena Sykes. Alright. Investigating the scene. So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. Yikes, is he reaching for his... In justice we trust! Phew, it's just his badge. You may be Mayor Tenmo's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line. Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Persuasion. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I am a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you.
bay.
I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice and me, you say?
That's right.
Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
What? No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
No, it can't be.
You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too.
Sure, but only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Ah! Whose justice is most just here?
Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do?
I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy.
Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just?
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right.
A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? Wait, but how do we go about changing our perspective? Okay, so basically, it's like any other Phoenix ranking. The only difference is the arrows are on screen, like in the middle of the screen. Normally, the arrows in previous games were like in the middle bottom of the screen, but now, you know, the 3DS is supposed to be like it's supposed to be on par or something like that with the GameCube. So at least I think. I'm not quite sure. I mean, yeah, most games run at 60 frames per second, but some run at the 30 frames depending on how much like what games really push the 3DS hardware to its limits, that kind of thing. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer. I think this is French? Italian? I don't know. Let's get started. Alright, so let's examine. Thankfully I can... Oh yeah, with the... Okay, with the D-pad, I can... With the D-pad, I can move around the area, you know, in a 3D view. However, you have to use the analog to, you know. Alright, so let's start finding some clues here. Let's start from the left side here. Nothing. Alright. Now, if you notice, there's a blinking circle here. That's something to look for. Wow, this is a pricey looking chair. Apparently, the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Oh, I think that was Apollo. I think that was Apollo doing the talking, wasn't it? Yep, my bad. Yeah, I get my voices confused sometimes. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. To talk about your rude awakenings. So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks! Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. I wouldn't say that. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. And... stay there. And notice when you've seen a check mark, that means you've already looked into it. Alright, so let's take a look at these. Feathers and weird bird blood tracks. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing. They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird. Then it must be one big bird, and not of the friendly yellow type either. Did Apollo just mention Big Bird from Sesame Street? Maybe it's some mutant bird creature. So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman Cubey with a spear? It's more plausible than saying a monster or yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is, by definition, a monster. Alright, let's continue on here. We already checked here. Next is the spot where Alderman was there. So this is where Alderman Cubey's body was found. Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear. A Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes. Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation. Huh, he rhymed. So, in the name of justice, I must say goodbye. What was that all about? Alright, let's continue on here. Anything in red? Oh, a chair. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can lift it up and... Freeze! Yikes! No, disturbing the crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I hear an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shape, like a roll of cloth. And you waited till now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo. Now's our chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Alright, lift up the chair. Let's see what this is. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. looks like a large bloodstained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? Alright, anything else that we haven't seen yet? Let's switch scenes here. It's the belt. Look! Trophies! Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The amazing Ninetales. Yokai, the division winner. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai division? I didn't know you could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. Remember, this is Capcom. They are allowed to use either names or things from all of their creations. Anyways, a mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Alright, anything else? Oh, what's this? Huh? That looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there. What if you got a running start and jumped? I doubt even a high jumper could make it. Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice. She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. Apollo, don't be like that. Anyways, any other stuff? Oh, wait a minute. There's a... Alright. Oh, what's this? Doesn't this Nuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Ooh, I got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know. Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. No, I don't think it was him, because otherwise, like he would have been moving around or something. Alright. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and restless. That's a direct that's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis, diagnosis. This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. All right, let's see what else can we look at. Let's. Oh, wait a minute. The window. Hey, this window's open. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. Cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal. Or... wonder what's it doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Alright, so we get our next piece of evidence, some golden fur that was found at the scene of the crime. It's long and soft and appears to be from some sort of animal. Alright, so we're done with this part here. Ooh, what's this golden thing here? What do we have here? Oh my goodness. Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and a 10 Mataro battling it out. Careful, Apollo. It's got blood on it. Random jump cut. Sorry about that. Oh, it's my throat. Because when you think about it, whenever you do Let's Plays with commentary, well, expect to use your voice a lot. Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Trust me, Athena, Apollo ain't no stranger to blood. Specifically in crime scenes. Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so you're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Alright, so we get our next piece of evidence, the Fox and Demon statue. A statue that was at the crime scene. It depicts the Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox locked in battle. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's the lucky cat, the Neko, I forgot, what was it called? What was it called? A beckoning cat. There we go. The beckoning cat. That it was called. Look, a cat with two tails. No such thing. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that? There's no way a creature like that could ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? Oops. We're not done yet. Oh no. Alright, so I think that's everything here. Oh. Right here. Oops. Oh, so I guess there was nothing there to see. Alright, so I guess we're done here. Let's switch locations. Here we go. It's a folding screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read about that. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's badge? Poor Athena. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. Alright. Ooh, another spear. This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in a manga once. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching those cheeks. Ew. Pulling out tongues. Stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with my throat? Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. Alright, anything else I should look at? Ooh, what's this? There's something behind the door. Whatever it is, it looks like it's broken. Probably broke when the door was opened. Why would anybody put something there? Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Maybe it was Jinxie. She was the first one to discover the body. She must have heard the screams and came running in here in a panic. Well, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learned quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the ace attorney of Right Anything Agency. I can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if Trucy said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. Alright, let's see. Anything else? Okay. Let's turn. Oh, sorry. There we go. Alright. Look, this statue only has one tail. Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents a yokai's power. So if you had two, Apollo, I'd only have one? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like I said, what? Alright. Oh. I already looked at all of these. Okay, cool. Alright. Oh. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was imprisoned in there for his escape. Think we could I could get this door open? It's worth a try. Huh? No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust. Yikes! Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manner, so we can't blow it up either. So, an unopenable door, right? According to Miss Jinx Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Forget I just said that. So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight, at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. Notes! Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that a detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait, and the echo of someone's voice. In justice we trust. Huh? Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. I heard it through the air ducts? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through the air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into that much is true, but as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room... Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Aw, come on. Throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. Yeah, I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need and what justice is all about. But keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? Question. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, it's just checking the volume to make sure it's at the correct tone. Also, let me see the volume here. Oh no, it's at 5. Let me bump this back up to 10. So I apologize if you hear like low gameplay audio, but I will fix this during the editing process, so I apologize there. Alright, so well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto, to serve and protect. I doubt linking information to the defense falls under that motto. Yes, of course. I must serve and as well protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice! We did it, Apollo! Yeah, we did it all right, but I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Alright, so let's talk. And there's a lot to talk about. Details of the case. Was it a Miss Jinx Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right. And this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the box chamber was locked. Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the box chamber? Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Excuse me. Did disappear? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Yeah, who does even say that anyway? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Alright, so we get our next piece of evidence, the crime photo. A photo of the box chamber. There are bloody footprints and black feathers scattered on top of the blood. Alright. Speaking of which, those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you? What's the name of that creature in the forbidden chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Our prime suspect would, no doubt, love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So, the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like Yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. Alright, suspects. So Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking too. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yup. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet, just living up to his name, I guess. We should go to talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all. She may not. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the older man, the older man, older man. My fault there. And pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up a huge spear? True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial? That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is, unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before. What the? Is this some kind of joke? Alright, the prosecution. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane. Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter. This really is the dark age of law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackquill, would he? Bingo! Simon Blackquill. So you have heard of him. You could say that. Let's just say these Athena and Simon Blackquill have some history. If you recall, well, if I remember, they do have history. Because I've only read about her bio via Wikipedia. So yeah, that's all I've read about her. So more on that as we explore more of this entire game. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's... I had something in my mouth. There we go. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effects, or the effect his crime had on things. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of law. Well, of the law. What? And he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow? Never fear, I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids, knock yourselves out. I can't wait to see how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright? I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. If you recall that little space at the front door of the manor, you would have known. Oh,
I hadn't even noticed. Why am I why am I barefoot?
You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a sec. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't have to be, wouldn't have happen to be your shoes, would they?
Yes, there they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice.
Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet? That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. Alright, so we're back at the foyer. Let's see if we find Mr. Filch. This is just awful. That's terrible, I say. Somebody help! Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch? No. The name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible, I tell you. Come quick. Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Looks like some kind of mask. It's the amazing Nine-Tails' mask. The amazing Nine Tails? Oh, right. The wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. What's his mask doing here? He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Look, there's some a white hair caught up inside this mask. All right, so we get our next piece of evidence: the amazing Nine-Tails mask, a mask that washed up by the riverside. There's white hair inside. So what makes you believe that the amazing Nine-Tails has been murdered? You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't ya? Yes, I mean, no, just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I've dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the championship belt? What a team! Me and my bandit's mask, and you and that demon mask of yours. Demon mask. Wonder if I could make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no. I wasn't actually. Why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the amazing Nine-Tails' murder already. Alright, start talking. The amazing Nine-Tails. The amazing... Oh, sorry, this was Filch. Sorry about that. The amazing... Yeah. Sorry about that. Message. The amazing Nine-Tails is our village's savior, and don't you forget it. His trademarks a gold cape made to
look like foxtails. What, like nine foxtails? Hold on. Let me go back to the thing. His trademarks a gold cape made to look like 9 foxtails. There we go. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenement Town wrestlers left and right. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. Huh? The amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. Kind of reminds me of a movie. Or in this case, a playthrough I did a while ago. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr. Filch. I guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales. I know, a lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Ouch! What's the big idea? To check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it. I got lots more. Alright, so we get our next piece of evidence. Amazing Ninetales Glossy. A photo of the hero who sparked the monster craze and saved Ninetales Vale from becoming a ghost town. So you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Alright, so let's ask him. Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside? That's only part of it. Oh, sorry about that. I skipped it. Let's go back. That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word round Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenemataro. You the villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too. Like the mayor's the diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenement Town? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenemataro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenement Town and stop the municipal merger. I couldn't make this stuff up even if I tried. Apollo, we still had to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Alright, so about the alderman's murder. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I made the double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer where I work. He must be talking about this small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch. I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenema's aide, Florent
LaBelle is his name. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder. Kept watch here the whole time. I didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that their security camera would have spotted them. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is the real deal? Without a doubt. This here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. What about that white hair I found in the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot. Some fur is missing. Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time, which means. What does this mean? If y'all haven't figured it out yet, Alderman QB is actually the amazing Ninetales. There you go. Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger. No way! Could the amazing Ninetales and the Alderman actually be something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinx could tell us something since she works here. All right, so the mask has been updated. A mask found washed up by the riverside. It might have been at the crime scene. White hair inside. Alright, so we're done here. So let's head back towards the garden and speak with where is where can I find? Oh, wait. Is she back in the right anything? Nope. The detention center? Nope. There's gotta be some place I haven't checked yet. Let's see, where will I find the Ninetales Vale? Yokai Lane? Oh, there we go. Whew. The Ninetales Vale, the Yokai Lane. Oh, look! There's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Ooh. So why buy all those dairy products if she's lactose? Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me. It's the demon lawyer. Not another warding charm. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello.
My name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo to defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. But pleased to meet you too. Um, where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. But wait, how do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? Alright, so let's talk to her about the incident. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much, at least not yet. But do you think the Tenma Taro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenma Taro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes! What was that for? People seeing things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenma Taro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely there. She definitely thought there was a yokai there in the Fox Chamber. Jinxie, about this charm, that's you gave this. You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenma Taro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but if there's anything else you could tell us, it would help, really. It would help your father, too. Alright, then. Alright. Tenma Taro did it? Why do you think Tenma Taro's the killer? I saw him with my own eyes. Tenma Taro was right here in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw the Tenma Taro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means that they would have seen Tenma Taro too. Sounds like we better get their statements. Considering Jinx's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo, remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too. Alright. The Tenmataro you saw. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime. Anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making that strange sound. Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them show a Tenmataro with the staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. After all, those who needless depict the demon are forever cursed. Then what's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie? Alright, so the scroll has been updated. The sole document showing what Tenmataro looks like. It seems those who foolishly choose to depict the demon are cursed. Alright, so we get Jinxie's statement. Jinxie's eyewitness account of the demon in the hallway near the crime scene. She says it fly toward the foyer. Alright. The Amazing Ninetales. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? You even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. Oh, so basically their tournaments are mostly of mask versus mask match. If y'all don't know what that is, basically it's a popular thing in Mexico where two people wearing masks, where mask wrestlers, the ones that never ever take off their mask, which is a rule there, they compete in a mask versus mask match. The one who loses has to remove their mask, and that is a sign of the. It's like an ultimate sign of disrespect. Like it's shameful, and the consequences are once they remove their mask, they can never ever wear it again. Or maybe there's like a whatchamacallit, a loophole where someone else can to take over the that I then to you know that role, you know. At least I think. All right.
To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That is true. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means that this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the amazing Ninetales. But she'd be shocked to find out he's really the ultimate. Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenma Taro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenma Taro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Tenma Taro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenma Taro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenma Taro like that. Lower your eyes. He steals your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenma Taro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno. Next stop, the manor foyer. With any luck, he'll be there, waiting for us. All right, so we're back at the foyer. Well, this is a lot. This is a lot. So yeah, keep in mind that these investigations and trials, they could last a long time here. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? It's a... Oh, Mr. Filch, what can we do for you?
I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't a much of a stretch. Ain't no, sorry, ain't that 3, 2, 1. Random jump cut. Sorry about that. All right. So, ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listenings? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, twas a match between a couple of O-rank amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon I even could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Alright, so we have our next piece of evidence, the TV listenings, or the TV guide, which I like to call it. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that? Huh? Tenmataro? So you did see him? My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I bet you shine it up every day like purity. Oh, real pretty like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie says she saw Tenmataro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too, if you were here. Yipes. Wow, I really pushed the button there. Well, did you see anything or not? That is quite enough. I must ask that you do not pester my friend anymore. Yipes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florent Labelle, Beau Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beau Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ugh! What the heck was that for? Ah! It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics, called Jesus Labelle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. Nostrils. I think he means the nose. I suppose a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5, Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Alright, so this is Labelle, the aide for the mayor, or the mayor's aide. Alright, so keeping Jinxie quiet. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Why, that little... So, she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. Labelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Ah! Oh, please! I was merely trying to keep... I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see... Ah! Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing. Especially not a Tenmataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. Man, this guy is a jerk. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Alright, let's hear his alibi. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. To think you suspect me of all people. Oh no, it's just a format. Oh, come on, seriously? How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. He must be a very, very awful narcissist. You obviously can't see straight. Like, that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchi, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here for a year. Exactly, good answer, Filchi, good answer. Just repeating what you told. You've said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I am a very busy man, you know. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer but didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchi. Where are we going? Oh, right. I gotta practice some statements. My eyes! You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean by practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's why I picked up that's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turned, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. Alright, so we're back at the detention center, so let's speak with the mayor. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Ugh. Oh, he's here. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma Taro? Hmm? Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you too. Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo? He's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenma Taro free. What utter nonsense! Yikes! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Alright, so let's talk. Tenma Taro's revival. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenma Taro? Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you. So that's the talk around town, isn't it? I can see that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First, we've got to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming home to save you. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself? Oh boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right. I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. Alright, so why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for a municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Really now? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. let's see if I still remember how to do this. So yeah, if you played the fourth game, you already know what this mechanic is. Perceive. Basically, during like a statement from a testimony that they're talking about, somewhere within that statement, a nervous habit. Okay, so when you know that there's a statement, and and part of a certain statement within that testimony is a lie. Basically, this is where the bracelet comes in, where you activate it, and basically you look around, like you're in like this sort of first person view, and you look around everywhere for a little glimpse of nervousness. You'll see. Alright, so let's give this a try. Activate bracelet. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just right under his right eye. I have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Oh, you saw that. Look at that. Alright. I've got him now. His tick should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I gotta pour over every word he says and wait for his tick to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive. Alright, so which statement will make him twitch, or any type of nervous thing he'll do? Booyah, there it is. In terms of tourism, that is the spot where I perceive, and when it does, I'll perceive. Alright, so let's wait. So yeah, the perceive feature, the mechanic can happen either via interrogation or in court. So yeah, it's more freedom. I wonder if I can actually say this. Let's see. What is the word I'm looking for? Okay, so it's gotcha. So, all right. I've always wanted to try this, so here we go. And I keep hearing noises. Gotcha. Gotcha. What is wrong with this microphone? Gotcha. Much better. Alright, so I know I said I wasn't gonna do this anymore, but I'll just use the microphone for fingerprint the dusting, so never mind. Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if I did? Oh, so what if it did? Please tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetail's Vale? I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale? So, you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism. But that would contradict this. Let's see, what evidence am I looking for? What could contradict his reason? Could it be this one? The Amazing Ninetales' photo? Let's present it. The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the Amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive price for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, gotcha. Spill it. Are you ready to tell me the truth? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received the threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. At all costs, actually. But why would it go from blackmail to murder? The merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Alright, so we don't have a choice but to present that little piece of evidence. And that evidence is the mask of the Amazing Ninetales. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the Amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside. White hair? You say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Cubey, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The alderman was impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Cubey was a former pro wrestler. So a black mailer turned killer when he discovered the alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had to have been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Cubey had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd! Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear that this meeting is adjourned. Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinx saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and the yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you all right? I'm fine. I'll think of something. I better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, next time we meet, it's the trial. The trial of Damien Tenma. And as Apollo said, this is going to be one doozy of a case. So, until then everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.